Sup, guys? This is Baseball for FPC, and today I've got another custom Nazi Zombie gameplay video for you. Playing on the map Nazi Zombie Alley, which was created by Nick Farjam, as you can see on the load screen right there. And I'll be playing with Austin ZM, who has been a great friend of mine, and he's been in a lot of John's or HD Craze Gamers videos, and hopefully he'll be in several more with me. But he's a great zombie player. He's been a great friend. He's helped me out a lot, and so just thank you to Austin. Probably looking forward to that. Anyways, Nazi Zombie Alley. What is so incredible about this map is the fact that it was this guy's first map, and it is an extremely good map for a first map. It's an extremely good map for anybody's map, like whether it's their first, second, third, fourth, 10th. But for this to be his first, it's pretty crazy. As you can see, this has a modified version of the ZZT mod. You've got some of the Modern Warfare weapons, but you also have some of the World War II weapons, and just slight variations along that line. So I believe it's the ZZT Modern Weapons 2 mod. And this is an extremely objective-based map. Basically, there are 6 amulet pieces spread out over the entire map. You have to acquire all 6 amulet pieces, and that opens the way to the Bible ending. The Bible ending is only 20k, however there's a 50k door right before that. So you kind of have to keep that in mind when you're racking up points. But there is the custom music box. I did not play any of the songs because I didn't want to get copyrighted. But yeah, there is the custom music box with like 8 songs there. What I forgot to do was show you where the random weapons box is. I basically played and recorded this about 5 or 6 different times, and this is the one that I ended up liking, and so this is obviously the one that you're going to be seeing. And this was the last one that I did, and I forgot to show you where the random weapons box is. So I apologize for that. I've done it in all my previous videos of this map, except for this one. Of course, it's Murphy's Law, whatever. So if you, excuse me, if you go right behind where I was, right where I was standing by that window, if you turn 180 degrees, you'll see like water coming down. You can kind of see it as I turn around back and forth. But there's like a mini store in there. And if you go behind the counter and run all the way back to the back wall, there's an M14 that you can buy on the wall, and there's also like a grate. Yeah, there's basically like a grate there. You can crouch and go through the grate and through the wall, and there's the random weapons box right there. So yeah, you guys should probably be able to figure that out just from this explanation. But yeah, once again, I apologize for not actually showing it. One of the minor bugs on this map is the fact that his playable area, which basically allows for perks, is pulled out a little bit too far, so you've got perks that spawn outside where you can actually get them. As you've probably seen, there have been several perks that have spawned behind this barrier. And if you kill the zombie when he's actually attacking the barrier, like right now, you can actually get the perk still, just like those two. However, if you kill them just a little bit further back, then it's just out of reach. So you want to be careful about that, because there have been plenty of perks that I've lost because I've killed them just a little bit too far behind the barrier. So as I said, this is an extremely objective-based map, and so we'll be finding the amulet pieces, which the first one is right underneath this truck. There you go, take part of the amulet for 100. You can kill that guy, the AI right there, and grab his PPSH. There were also 2 AI at the very beginning where you started, and I killed one for his mini Uzi. The other one has like an M4, I believe. So basically you have 1 out of 5 amulet pieces. And we're going to be camping down here. There's a G36C on the wall. This is probably the best place to camp to start out with, because you've got all the zombies funneling in from one side. You've got the G36C, which is an awesome weapon. And so you basically just stay where we are, rack up points, and you've got a good amount of points. You get a crawler, and then you move. So we're just gonna be camping down here. I'm gonna be speeding up this footage here in a minute because we stay here for a couple rounds and I don't want you guys to get bored. There we go, starting to speed up the clips here, just for your viewing experience, so you don't have to watch as we stay here for a couple rounds. But anyways, Austin and I had an awesome system going. Basically, there's none of this perk boring stuff. We each got perks, and then the other person would get the next one, and we would trade off getting perks like that. So we all had the same amount, because basically this map is extremely team-oriented. You really need to work as a team, because if one guy goes down, then it gets pretty difficult. So the whole idea of working as a team, sharing perks, stuff like that, that's really important. So anyways, we're just camping down here. We've got the ZZT mod on. I always play with the mod on, meaning the teleporters are turned on. So this obviously makes it a bit harder because the teleporters can come in behind you, regardless of where you are. Just make things a lot more interesting, a lot more difficult, especially on the later rounds when we get up to the roof, which I'll show you in a bit. But yeah, we're just raking up the points here. The G36C is awesome. It's got an extremely high stopping power, it's got a good rate of fire, and you've got ammo right on the wall right there. So yeah, it's a pretty decent gun, and you can usually stay with that gun the entire game. So keep that in mind. Right now I've got 6 of the 10 perks that go with the Zombie Chicken Taco mod. I've got double tap on the top, sleight of hand, second from the top, stopping power, quick rebuilding, which is probably the most useless perk, self-defense, which basically the zombie hits you, it kills them. Not every single time, there's like a recharge time. However, if a zombie like suddenly comes up behind you and slaps you, then it'll kill him. So yeah, that's a handy perk to get out of in a pinch. Then I've got ammo regen, which is exactly as it sounds, and I just recently acquired the increased melee damage, which is a slightly lower form of the Bowie knife. It's not an exact Bowie knife because you can't use it as high rounds as you can with the Bowie knife. You can use it till like around 8, I think 8 or 9, whereas the Bowie knife can go to like around 11. We're just opening up the second floor right there. I didn't feel the need to slow it down because we're just going back. Just going back and camping over here. But Austin went and opened up the second and third floor, which we'll be going to in a round or two. Just picked up endurance, which allows you to sprint farther, as well as armor regen, which is the equivalent of Juggernog. So I've got 9 out of 10 so far. Austin will be getting the next couple. And we're just going through here, racking up the points. Austin's got around 15k. I've got almost 15k, about 14.5k. And we are moving. We're going out here. We're going to find the second amulet piece. You see that on the roof right there? You need to run and jump. I failed the first time, but I'm going to get it right now. So we've got 2 out of 6 amulet pieces. We're going to go back down here, and I'm going to find what's called the gallery key. There are several items across the map that open up other areas, and that's where you find the amulet pieces. So go ahead and toss a grenade at those black barrels right there. He kind of hid that because usually the exploding barrels are red, but he actually changed it to be that black kind of thing. So pick up the gallery key for 3100. That'll allow you to find it. It opens up an area that another amulet piece is at. So just heading up to the third floor. We're going to be finding another piece of the amulet. Go and lie down behind this desk. There you go, you got another piece of the amulet. And we're going to be finding what's called the diamond knife, which allows you to buy the axe, which allows you to get to the roof. And the roof has another amulet piece. It's important that you get up there. Going back down to the second floor, and this is where the gallery key opened. And this lever right here, that you usually buy that for 50. Austin already bought it, and that opens up a hatch over there. There it says, I can go to the gallery from here, but where's the key? That door is usually closed until you buy the gallery key. Now, I'm just going to jump in the water. This is very, very important that you do this only with a crawler and not with a running zombie. Because the water in World at War does not slow down the zombies. They literally run through the water. Whereas you are taking an extremely long time swimming, they run through the water, can go 10 times as fast as you, and will easily kill you if you leave a runner alive, or if you go in the middle of the round. So get a crawler and go down there. Go through this door right here, and we'll find another piece of the amulet. This is the third piece, I believe. These are all members of ZM who helped him with the map, I'm guessing. Gonna walk through the ZM sign right here, and we get the lever that allow us to get back up from this area. Got a random weapons box in here. Got Jug, or armor regen. There's Tom BMX from ZM. I'm assuming he helped them out. Scripts and such. And this is what the 2K door that I just opened. Run, drop down here. Now that we have the diamond knife, I can go and get the axe, which opens the roof. Basically, right in front of the axe, there's usually a piece of glass, and there's a texture that says you need the diamond knife to destroy the glass. And so, yeah, you basically buy the diamond knife that takes away the glass, and you get the axe. So now we're going up to the roof right here. This will be the area where we'll be camping, or we'll be training, because there's so much open space. This is the best place to be, actually. We got another piece of the amulet for 100. I believe that is number 5. I believe that's number 5. Yeah, it's number 5. That door right there, once you have all 6 of the amulet pieces, then that door opens. So I'm going down to the start floor right here. Go out this door, and here's the 6th piece of the amulet right in this corner right here. So now we have all 6 pieces of the amulet. I'm going to be showing you the door that gets removed. And as you can see, the door is now gone. You can buy that door for 2K, however I don't have 2K. There are a ton of custom textures on this map, and I'm not gonna lie, some of them are really, really creepy and disturbing, but yeah, there are an insane amount of custom textures on this map. You can see them all over the place, and some of them are okay, some of them are just downright weird, and some are disturbing. There are custom voiceovers on this map. If you get a crawler, oh, before I get to that, you can open the gun store. The gun store for 1500 is on the start area, right between where you spawn, at the very beginning, between the two window spawns areas for the zombies to come in. There is a door that says, how do I open the gun store or whatever. Basically, that area that I showed you just a second ago opens the gun store at the very bottom. But yeah, there are custom voiceovers on this map, custom textures, custom sounds. So there is a bunch of custom features on this map. On the start floor, there was like a girl moaning. If you could hear it, it's really disturbing. Yeah, just saying. And that buy powerful and strong drink or whatever that I just moused over, that allows you to open up the elevators. Never really use the elevators. I buy it just to show you, but yeah, the elevators are kind of pointless because sometimes they glitch out, sometimes you get stuck in them, and that's never a good idea. It's just a risk that isn't worth taking, in my opinion. But yeah, so we just need to get 50k and then 20k respectively to beat this map. So since we're just owning it up on this rooftop area again, speeding it up just so it goes a little faster, just so you guys don't get bored. Being up here is extremely dangerous, especially on these later rounds. Well, it's dangerous to be anywhere on these later rounds, but it seems like it's a lot worse up here because of the teleporting zombies. They teleport fast and furious, and those teleporters have been the subject of many, many deaths of both myself personally as well as my teammates. And so always have to be on your toes up here. Always, always, always be on your toes, and don't get caught by a wall, don't back into a corner, and you should be fine. However, the teleporters do get really crazy, so always be careful of that. We've got the RPD up here, as well as double points, and a random weapons box, so you've got plenty of ammo and stuff. Just as long as you don't die, you should be fine. It's best to get the, well, hold on. I'm going to be opening up the gun store just to show you what's down there. The gun store, as I said, was on the first floor where you spawn. So go ahead and buy that, and you can go back down to the start area. The gun store is right in here. We've got, you can buy the Scorpion, you can buy debris that open up that area. That leads to the part where we're camping at the beginning. The Desert Eagle, you got double points, max ammo, random weapons box, G36C, all that good stuff. Basically a gun store, as the name implies. We're gonna head back up to the roof here. Gonna kill this zombie, get the round starting again. I'm gonna be speeding up these next clips here in the next second or so. It's always best to buy, as I said, there was double points up here, so it's best to buy double points at the very start of the round. You get maximum amount of points when you use it that way. You can only use it once a round, I believe. So either that or there's like a cooldown period or something like that. So keep that in mind. It's best to use it at the beginning of the round, and then as all the zombies are coming in, you get the most amount of points from that, and that really helps you when you're trying to get the 50 and 20k respectively. A very important thing is, this is kind of basic zombie 101 facts, but when you guys are training up here, remember to train in the same direction. That is common knowledge, however, sometimes it doesn't always work out. So, either have one person sitting in the back, like I'm sitting in the back here. There, I bought that, now the elevators are open. But yeah, back to the training, sorry about that. Train in the same direction, or have one person train, one person stay in the back. I'm staying in the back, basically picking off the zombies while Austin is training. And yeah, that's a good way of doing it, but don't train in opposite directions, because especially on this map with teleporting zombies, or basically any ZZT map, it can get extremely difficult when you've got teleporters coming in from the sides, you've got zombies running at you, and then if you're training in opposite directions, it just makes it worlds harder to actually achieve anything. So, yeah, train in the same direction, very important. We're almost done here. Austin has got 45k, I've got 27, almost 27k. We were so close to getting it that round, however, Austin wasn't able to get 50k. So we're basically just up here for one more round, and then we'll be able to actually go down and win this map. So you can see the teleporters teleport extremely quickly, not just because the clip is sped up, but that's just how it is. They'll teleport right next to you, and then you keep running, they'll teleport again, they'll teleport again. There's hardly any time where they aren't actually in the teleport mode. If you're running, they will always be teleporting. There's no time where they'll be just like running behind you. So, be very careful. I'm rocking out with the MP5 right here. This is a great weapon for amassing a bunch of points. It's a great point weapon. One thing I should mention, if you happen to spin the USP in the box, get it, because it's basically a ray gun. So it's kind of like a, I don't know, it's just something to keep in mind. If you spin the USP, keep it, because it's the ray gun, just in USP form. There are a bunch of weird textures down here. I'm not gonna lie, they really freak me out. But anyways, we've got the 50k door right here, and the 20k viable ending right here. As soon as I find the hidden stream. There we go, 20k. It says don't forget the password, which is right on the wall right there. However, you don't need the password, it's just a joke, basically. But anyways, that was Nazi Zombie Alley by Nick Farjam. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this video helped you out if you were not able to find the amulet pieces. So thanks for watching, and until next time, later.